Hello guys and welcome to the ultimate flicks and tricks tutorial. You can skip the first minute and 30 seconds if you think you are consistent enough with catches and dribbling the ball on the ground. Otherwise, here I just tried to show you in slow motion a few scenarios that are making you be more consistent and confident with catching the ball from weird angles that usually happen in games. You want to touch the ball, like you just have to pay a lot of attention to the exact moment your car is making contact with the ball and consider your car's momentum in relation with the ball's momentum. Now I know this sounds very flashy, but the main idea is just, it's part of the setup, you know, so you cannot do the flick if you are not getting good at catching the ball. And in order to do that, you usually want to aim to catch the ball on the corner of your car, on the hood of your car, or on the side on your car. It depends a lot, but I usually prefer to catch it on the corner because it allows me to get under it and actually be able to flick the ball as fast as possible in the shortest period of time. Alright, so here are just a few catches. As I said, you can just skip to 1 minute and 30 seconds. The first 3 flicks we will discuss are actually very basic flicks. You should be able to do those flicks from maybe gold to platinum. And it's the front flick, the diagonal flick, and the side flick. For the front flick, you just want to get into the sweet spot and flip forward. For the diagonal, you want to be a little bit to the side of the car while still holding it without boosting at all, and do a diagonal flip. And for the side flick, well, your whole car just needs to be a little bit more under the ball while doing a side flick. Now, for the 45-degree flick, like these are already some intermediate level flicks. Again, find the sweet spot, adjust yourself, so as soon as you are pressing the jump button, you can either press the jump button and do the flick, or you can hold the jump button and do the flick. There is a slight difference. You will get that by practicing, but the main idea is that you want to hold left or right as soon as you are jumping. So you are pointing the nose of the car away from the ball, and as soon as it is in a flickable position, just do the diagonal backwards flick towards that direction. The next flick is actually a flick where you have to be in front of the ball, because you are doing a backwards flick while driving forward that generates a lot of scoop. Usually catches defenders off guard. The breezy flick is a little bit more complicated than the musty, but I do consider that in higher ranks people are having an easier time doing the breezy, simply because it allows you to adjust a little bit easier than for the musty if you set up from the wrong spot. Basically all you have to do is, again, find the sweet spot. So the sweet spot, I repeat, is when the speed of the ball matches the speed of the car and you can hold the ball on the windshield without boosting for a split second. That is the exact moment you want to hold jump, hold A roll, and well, right in my case, because I'm using A roll left, like this is how you do a tornado spin. Halfway through you want to let go of the A roll but keep holding left until the nose of the car is pointing down. When the nose of the car is pointing down, you can just do the backwards flip and you will get the breezy. Now for the musty flick, the setup is just the same. Find the sweet spot. As soon as you hold jump, you want to hold back up until the nose of the car is pointing either towards you, either down. The perfect time to flip is sometime between that, but I cancel the backwards flip, then I release it, so it's a little bit more complicated if you cancel, but of course you can just practice and you will get it. It's easier than the breezy flick. Now for the 1080 flick, you want the setup to be a little bit more under the ball, so while you are turning, you don't want to lose the ball, so a little bit more under the ball, and then as soon as you hit, you see the nose of the car pointing towards the ball, is the perfect time to flip. So again, you jump, you hold left or right, and when the time is perfect, just do the back flip and there you go. Now here are some of the hardest flicks in game. The cabin launcher, you are basically trying to get a stall reset and scoop the ball with the reset. For that, you can either just A-roll until the belly of the car sees the ball, get the stall reset and use it, or you can do the 360. And for that you have to start with a tornado spin, but you want to let go really fast. Like as soon as you see the belly of the car pointing up, you want to release the A-roll, just keep holding right in my case, and then stall when the nose of the car is pointing at you. So the nose of the car is pointing at you, you stall, you get the reset, and then again it's very important which way you flip, because flipping in certain directions generates higher scoops on the ball. Now for the 1080 dash flick, you just need to slightly tilt your car towards one side, bring the nose up and front flip cancel just like on a regular wave dash, then diagonally backwards to hit the ball depending on which side it ended after you got the wave dash. So again, jump, tilt, bring the nose up, front flip cancel, and then diagonally backwards flip. For the side dash flip or the Evample, the setup is just the same again, but as soon as you jump you want to hold left or right, and depending on which side you tilted your nose towards, you need to tilt the car. So again, you need to use A roll for this one. So if you turn your nose to the left, you will need to tilt to the left a little bit, like again like a 45-degree angles. So again, jump, turn left, tilt left, side dash, and then diagonally backwards flip to get the flip. The setup is pretty much the same. Doesn't quite make a bigger difference whatever you do it, but it takes a lot of practice to understand how it actually works and what is a good setup for this and what is a bad setup for this. You will see after you try, but this is the whole theory behind it. And this was just something absolutely insane. That was actually a multiple dash flick. For the slingshot, you just need to turn the nose away like diagonally backwards, bring it up and do a backflip cancel right before you land, and it should look like this. And now comes the hardest flick in game from my point of view, which is the Maktuf flick or the Maktuf muncher. First of all, you need to know how to Maktuf, so you need to tilt your car 90 degrees until the side sees the ground, nose towards you, do a backflip cancel, and slightly use A roll to flatten out the belly while you are still holding the cancel. And now for the adjustments, just a little bit of a tornado spin. As soon as you see the nose of the car watching away from the ball, you want to hold up so the nose comes towards you, and then do the Maktuf. And after you do the Maktuf, just like for the cabbage, try a diagonal flip, because it will generate a better scoop on the ball. Thank you for watching, guys, and I really hope it helps.